Alright, it's 3:09 a.m. and I got a little assistance, buddy of mine, and we're gonna discuss this Capcom crap. Have you heard what they've been doing lately? I've made tons of reviews, the Street Fighter review, which was one of my first videos, and I got tons of fucking negative comments from that crap, and mostly Street Fighter fanboys. And I kept telling people, I swear to damn goodness, I kept telling people, you can look at the videos, the Snaker Breaker presents Street Fighter review, the discussion that I had on that. And this was a part 1, a part 2, and I had did another video that was apologize for what, because like so many people had made negative comments towards part 1 and part 2 of the video. I decided to make one to like clear up all the shit that I was saying in part 1 and part 2. Like I wasn't apologizing for shit because it was right. I straight out said it. Yeah, I said that Street Fighter was shit. I don't care how many fanboys it had. I don't care how many copies it sold. I don't give a shit if it did have Chung Lee on it. Who gives a rat's ass? Like Capcom, I have been saying it for goodness knows. I've been saying it for like 3 fucking years that Capcom is shit. I told yeah, they started strong. Okay, I give them credit for that. They did start strong. Alright? They did. But so did Sonic the Hedgehog. And we all see what that shit led to. Okay? We all see what that shit led to. It led to a complete fucking downfall. You remember Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, then they had what, Sonic 3D Blast or some shit like. Then they had Sonic Spinball, which was nothing but a big giant ass pinball arcade like gameplay.
I never played it.
It was weird. It was extremely fucking weird. It was like, imagine Sonic the Hedgehog, okay, like running through the zones and the boss fights and shit. Imagine that and merge it with a pinball game.
Oh shit.
And Sonic the Hedgehog is the ball.
Nah.
And you had little flippers and shit at the bottom of the screen. That's how that shit was. Yeah, it was. Some folks probably played it, of course, because it's a game. So it got played by someone, in order for it to be known. But it wasn't as popular as part 1, 2, and 3. And then they had another one which was my fucking favorite. The first Sonic that I played on my own console when it came out was Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, that was a great ass fucking game.
Yeah,
it introduced Knuckles, and to be honest with you, yeah, Sonic's cool and everything, but I like the Knuckles a little bit more than Sonic. But back to the point, like this Capcom shit, I've been saying it for fucking years, man. I've been saying that Capcom, it sucks ass. I'm telling you, it sucks fucking ass. But number damn one, that Street Fighter shit, I'm never gonna sit up here and I'm never gonna say just good things about Street Fighter. I'm not. And if you're a person that plays Street Fighter, if you're a fan of Street Fighter, if you got all the games and shit and you collect all of them and whatnot, you got all the action figures, you got the posters and shit of Ryu on your wall, and you look at it every night before you go to bed. I don't give a fuck if you get mad. The game, the franchise is shit now. It's fucking shit. When it first started out, okay, they made Street Fighter 2. Just like I said in my other reviews. But they kept on making Street Fighter 2 this, Street Fighter 2 that, Street Fighter. That should have let people furthermore fucking know. If you're gonna remake Street Fighter 2 this, Street Fighter 2 that, why the fuck haven't you remade Street Fighter 1?
Exactly.
Everybody's been talking about this shit. Capcom does not give a fuck what you want. They don't fucking care. I don't know why it's taking so long for people to understand this crap. Why it's taking so long for folks to catch on. Capcom does not give a fuck what you want. They don't care. Capcom is no different from Squaresoft. Squaresoft does not give a fuck what American gamers want because it's not an American company. It never fucking was. Yes, they may have a Capcom of America, but the majority of the shit that's being published by Capcom is coming from overseas. Okay? They've even had hardcore proof that Street Fighter 4, it was the majority of gamers on the Street Fighter 4 community.
Japanese.
And I haven't even played this shit, and I'm not going to. But but the people in this community, the majority of them are overseas. And I don't know why American gamers haven't figured this shit out. They do not make these fucking games specifically for American gamers. They don't. They never fucking have. For example, what's one? Squaresoft. With Squaresoft, they had Final Fantasy 7. People kept on telling Squaresoft. This before Squaresoft became Enix. Okay. But back when Final Fantasy 7 came out, people was like, dude, Final Fantasy 7 is one of the greatest Final Fantasies ever made. Because they bashed the hell out of Final Fantasy 8, which I liked. I liked Final Fantasy 8 because it was to me it was a lot cooler, you know. Like the characters were just I was more into the characters on there than I was in Part 7, which I never really played. I played the demo of it, but that was about it. But people was like, dude, Squaresoft, as of this year, people was asking Squaresoft, when are they ever gonna make remake Final Fantasy 7? Are they gonna remaster it? Are they gonna put it in with HD graphics or something? And they said they even had rumors and shit going around the message boards in the forums. Squaresoft didn't give a fuck. They did not care, because for number one, American gamers were the ones saying this shit. American gamers were the ones saying this shit. And what makes it so hilarious is that they don't catch on to this shit. It's like they don't understand that these companies, I mean, they don't care. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what Capcom is like, the fucking vampire society of gaming. They're like the fucking vampire society of gaming. For example, okay, back to the Street Fighter shit. I'm sorry, dude. I gotta be honest with this shit. Man. Back to the Street Fighter shit. I am going to bash the fuck out of Street Fighter to the end of time. I've actually grown. At first, now don't get me wrong, I'm just like everybody else. Alright, I liked the Street Fighter when it first came out. Don't get me wrong. Big, huge ass fan of it. However, if I'm investing my money, and you can agree with me on this shit, if I'm investing my money into a game, my hard-earned fucking money, I have the official right to bitch, complain, and groan and moan about any damn thing I don't like on this game. I'm investing my money into this shit. I'm the reason that you're capable of making a sequel. I'm the reason that you're capable of buying this nice ass car that you drive to work every fucking day. Okay? I'm the one putting money in your fucking pocket. I can bitch and complain about this game any way I see fit, cause I'm investing my money into it. And see, Capcom, they have got so much hype on half-assing stuff to the point to where they done got so addicted to getting money that they just put out any old damn thing. They don't give a fuck what the hell it is. For example, Resident Evil. Oh my gosh, gotta bash that shit. Resident Evil, right? Resident Evil first started off, it was the shit. Yeah, it had the real video, what I think they called it AV. This is the shit that the Mac the Mac and Apple used to do with games like Myst. I don't know if you ever played. It's an old game.
No.
I was a damn, oh gosh, I was in kindergarten when I even knew about this game, you know. And this was back when people wasn't even using Internet Explorer. They was using Netscape. I don't even think anybody still used this shit, but anyway. Yeah, it had Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, it had Wesker, you know, it had Rebecca Chambers, which I never heard anything else about that character again. Who else it had? It had some guy on there with the beard. I forgot his name. Brad or some shit like that. Yeah, they never advanced. They never told what happened to these people. Let me see what else. Was it anybody? Yeah, it was another dude on the team, but he got killed in the intro. He got killed by the dogs.
Yeah.
Cerberus. I believe that's Cerberus or Saberus, however people pronounce it. He got killed by one of the infected dogs. Now, this game was awesome as fuck, and it came out on the PlayStation 1. It was during the 90s. This game came out on the PlayStation 1, and they had I had got a special edition. I had got some edition. Yep, DualShock edition.
DualShock.
This is when the PlayStation started introducing the whole vibration feedback shit, right? Made the game even more intense, because every time you ran into a room, you would hear the zombies and shit like go, and you knew, and you would think it's one of them. And the way they had the camera set up, because Capcom always have had some fucked up ass camera angles. They always have had some fucked up camera angles. No shit. You would walk into the room and you would think it's one zombie making that noise, and it be like 4 fucking zombies in one damn place. And you knew immediately, after you had played for a while, you knew immediately go for the headshot. Like, people started finding out little tricks, like if you press the up button, you'll have an easier time getting a headshot than you would just shooting. Or if you see a zombie on the ground, shoot them, because they might still be alive. The shit was, it was cool. And not to mention, it had multiple fucking endings on it. Like, if you played as Chris Redfield or you played as Jill Valentine, you had to find Chris. He would be in the prison. If you played as Chris Redfield, you had to find Jill, because she would be in the prison. And you had to get Rebecca Chambers out. And if you didn't, at the end, it would just be Chris in the helicopter. And if you got Jill, it would be Jill and Chris in the helicopter. And it was so many damn ways you could like go through this shit. I think they did have an extra. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I believe like after you had beat the game once or twice or something. It's been so many years since I played this shit, but I remember it though. That's the thing. You had an infinity rocket launcher. Remember that shit? Hell yeah. You had the infinity rocket launcher. Okay? Resident Evil 2 came out. Was even fucking better. Resident Evil 2 came out. New enemies, new ways to play, new characters. You know, they had introduced the first female zombie. This is the first Resident Evil that had a female zombie in it, because the other
first stage, though.
the first Resident Evil had all dudes. And this was taking place in the city. Perfect. Everything was cool. Camera angles was still fucked up, but everything was cool though. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. That was
my shit.
The number one Resident Evil for that damn era, because everybody was so fucking scared of Nemesis. You know what I'm saying? Every time this fucker jumped out, you hauled ass. Like, I'm serious. Like, it took me like my first to my second playthrough to find out. Like, my first playthrough, close to the last battle, I had fought him. I finally found out that you could fight him. It wasn't recommended, but you could fight his ass though. And then Resident Evil 4 came along. But
I never did
before
play
that, they made some first-person shooter version of Resident Evil. That was good for me, but everybody else, I don't think they caught on to it. But anyway, let's jump to 4. Oh my fucking goodness. Oh, once a damn again. I'm telling you, Capcom and their cheap ass shit, dude. This game made me so fucking mad. It's ridiculous.